The following is a program of the Santa Barbara County Education Office. To learn more, visit sbceo.org.
Hello, I'm Susan Salcido, Santa Barbara County Superintendent of Schools. I'd like to welcome you to a new season of Innovations in Education. This series highlights programs and educators in our local schools throughout Santa Barbara County. We begin this season with a tribute to the winners of our Crystal Apple Educator Awards, sponsored by Venico Inc. Last May, at the annual Education Celebration, 10 educators received Crystal Apple Awards, honoring their dedication, their ability to challenge and inspire students, and their effective interaction with students, staff, and community members. It's a wonderful way to show appreciation for the remarkable contributions these individuals make to our students each day. The awards were granted in 5 categories: elementary teacher, secondary teacher, support teacher, classified employee, and administrator, with the winner in each category from both the North and South County. It's time to meet this year's honorees. Let's start with the North County elementary teacher. Becky Geisler teaches a kindergarten through 5th grade special day class at Mary Buren Elementary School in the Guadalupe Union School District. She is passionate about teaching and helping all of her students learn to their fullest potential. Having her students with her year after year allows her to know them so well, noticing the little things that will make their learning experience even better. Students positively respond to Becky's caring and compassion. She's sensitive to students' needs, stays current with research-based best practices, and constantly looks for ways to get students involved in the school. Becky is an extraordinary teacher and supportive co-worker who is also dedicated to the families of her students. She goes above and beyond to ensure that all students and their families are an integral part of the school community.
Ready? Help Alvaro count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Rafa. I've been at Guadalupe teaching here this is my 11th year. I'm a special day class teacher for moderate to severe. This year we have 10 students. A special day class is for special education, students with special needs. Can be anywhere from students on the spectrum, students which is autism spectrum, students with intellectual disabilities, students that have Down syndrome. My students have various different disabilities. As a parent of a special need child or adult now, I can relate with my parents and explaining to them and showing them that they are just like all the other children, and they need discipline, they need love, they need help. What do I hope for the future of my students? The world. Anything they want to do, I hope that I can give them the skills that they need to do it.
Now let's meet the South County elementary teacher honoree. As the STEAM teacher at Cold Springs School, Jean Gradius integrates science, technology, engineering, art, and math as a method of equipping students with the fundamental skills needed in today's society. Jean's vision for her 21st century learners is to provide skills beyond school so her students may improve their lives, solve complex problems, and make the world a better place. Jean creates powerful learning experiences that transform young students into deep thinkers and problem solvers. Her students gain autonomy and breadth of knowledge through the tangible, engaging instruction she provides. She is passionate about her work, cares deeply about students, and selflessly helps improve our community on a daily basis.
So this is the question to our investigation. How many obstacles can we put on our marble maze plate before it is impossible? Before you just could not do it because it's too many and it's too hard? STEAM is an integration of science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. And it's an opportunity for kids to come together and apply different disciplines in conjunction with each other in order to solve problems and complete projects. So in 1 minute, how can I make it through my marble maze? Today, the first graders in Mrs. Callahan's class were working on designing an investigation. So they were using the context of a marble maze in order to figure out really how to design and build an investigation so that they could test, gather data, and draw conclusions. I love my job. I love being around the kids. I love being able to interact with all of the different personalities. I love seeing the excitement that they have for learning, seeing the excitement that is growing towards the STEAM field, and the idea that you can be in first grade and want to be an engineer is really exciting to me. And I hope that these kids will continue on and just know that they have a lot of options available to them, and if they choose to pursue a career that involves engineering or science or mathematics, that they are coming from a great foundation.
This year's North County Secondary Teacher honoree comes from Santa Maria. Janet Soares teaches art at Arianas Junior High School in the Santa Maria Bonita School District. She always has a kind word, a helping hand, and a hug for all of the teenagers who walk into her room. She not only expands their world through art, but she opens her heart and teaches her students kindness and love. Her passion is for helping students, and she seems to accomplish this effortlessly. Her students are grateful for the effort she takes to make them feel valued and appreciated. She's not only a great teacher, but also a great listener. They love her class because she has the ability to make everyone feel special. Her compassion and dedication are on display every day, making her classroom a welcoming place of creativity and inspiration.
I've always been very artistic. I've loved art, and I've taken a lot of classes on different drawing, painting, ceramics, and I give them quite a bit of different medium to work with each year so that they get a variety. Our lesson today is going to be on how to draw a face. You're going to draw a self-portrait, okay? So what I want to do, I try to always make them be the creators. I don't give an assignment and say that they have to do it exactly the way that I do it. I like to have them have their own experience and to create their own creations. And the kids know that they will never fail if they at least try doing something. It's amazing how much creativity comes out of these kids when you allow them to just relax and do their own art. I think that art is something that helps kids to express themselves. Well, my hopes for my students is that Somewhere I have inspired them to try their best, to be a well-rounded individual, and that they will be successful in their lives. I always encourage them to do what they love to do, because that's what makes your life worthwhile, is doing what you love to do.
Now it's time to meet the South County Secondary Teacher Honoree. Jeff Seigen teaches at Los Robles High School, which is part of the County Education Office's Juvenile Court and Community Schools. He's dedicated, compassionate, fair, and future-minded. Jeff patiently teaches students who have faced a wide variety of challenges, and he sees the potential in each of them. As a result, students who questioned whether they could graduate from high school gain confidence and believe they have what it takes to be successful in his class and in life. Jeff is a regular on local college campuses, forging relationships with them as he organizes opportunities for students to visit. He inspires them to imagine their future by forming a vision of themselves as college students as they walk the campus and explore post-high school options. Jeff maintains a positive attitude and healthy lifestyle. He listens to his students and truly values their input and their interests. He is genuinely excited about the subjects he teaches, and his enthusiasm is contagious. Jeff is always willing to go the extra mile to help his students succeed.
Teach history, U.S. history, world history, physical science. In the past, I've taught a psychology class, English, health. So I've taught a lot of different subjects up here. I started off as a psychology major at UCSB, working with autistic kids at Devereaux. Then I came to juvenile court and community schools in '87. Started working with juvenile delinquent students at the Via Esperanza. Then I eventually transferred up here to the boys camp, and that's when I found my passion working with the kids up here. So the Los Prietos Boys Camp is a juvenile detention facility for juvenile offenders. So boys do a 6-month program. They have to go to school, they have to keep themselves clean in the dorm, they have to have comportment and behavior, they have to do work crews, they have to do counseling. They do yoga and Tai Chi and meditation to help them, calm themselves down. So there's a whole variety of stuff in the program that they do. So the boys are here they're committed by the judge for various law offenses for a 6-month program. So it's their opportunity to turn their life around. My hope for them is that they mature and grow up, and hopefully, we can hold their hands and support them and mentor them and teach them, and that they get more positive life experiences, a positive experience here at camps, and lead a more successful life.
Certificated support providers are essential to our educational system. They provide academic support outside of the regular classroom. Now let's meet our North County winner. As Dean of Counseling and Student Services at Orchid Academy High School, Laurel Ciervo touches the lives of students in very practical and substantive ways. She guides and supports them in their academic achievement, their personal and social development, and college or career goals. Laurel always puts students first. She has worked tirelessly to bring numerous programs to the school in an effort to help all students reach their potential. Her commitment to education and all that it can bring to the lives of students is evident in all that she does. She is a true asset to the community.
Did you guys make up your mind about where you're going to go to school?
We did.
I did, yeah.
I graduated from Lompoc High School, and I went off to college. I decided to get my master's in school counseling. My motivation for that was probably some of the the counselors I had when I was in high school and some of the teachers I had. I know in Success you guys have been working on scholarships. How many of you submitted? I love this job because it's, as the dean and as a counselor, I have a number of students that I work with, but I also get to do a lot of programs. We've implemented some things in the last couple of years. We have something called Get Focused, Stay Focused, which took the place of AVID for us. And it is a 10-year career plan for all students. So everybody who comes in as a freshman takes what's called Prod 301, which is a concurrent enrollment class with Allen Hancock. And they work on their 10-year plan and decide what they want to do when they grow up and what their goals are. And it really gets them a good foundation for why it's important to do well in school the whole time they're here. Because it's so small, and I know most of the kids so well, I feel like we get to form really close relationships and I get a chance to really impact their life. The number one important thing is for kids to have one at least caring adult in their life, and I think at this school they find more than one caring adult, so that's one of the things I really like about it.
Now let's meet the South County Certificated Support Provider. Emily Pariseau is a school psychologist for the Santa Barbara Unified School District. She has the ability to maintain a positive relationship even with students who have tremendous challenges and need significant levels of support. She's consistently caring with students, appreciates their challenges and needs, and is a consummate advocate on their behalf. Her strategy of gently encouraging students to engage with their teachers and seek support has been a positive experience for the students and the campus alike. Emily is thoughtful, understanding, and warm, which makes all of those involved in challenging conversations remain focused on the student. Her ability to quickly establish a rapport with a brand new student and get them back to equilibrium, then move them into a positive space, is truly her greatest talent as a school psychologist. Emily's dedication, compassion, and love of children comes through in all that she does.
Primarily, our purpose is to serve our special education students. We do testing with them. We also do counseling with some of them. We're here to help the school with any crisis management that they need. We also consult with teachers on any behavioral problems in the classroom or any academic concerns they might have. We work with parents and help them to understand their children's disabilities. I love working with teens and kids. I've done elementary and teenagers, and high school is really fun. I get a lot out of it just from watching them progress and grow, especially our counseling students, and being able to watch them from the beginning of the year till the end of the year, learning skills and feeling successful, and just being able to help them understand themselves and feel confident as learners and as people is what I get out of it. I think my hopes and dreams for all the kids that I serve and that we serve here at San Marcos would be that they feel successful and that they get what they need out of their education, and to feel that they have the confidence to go forth and do whatever it is that they're hoping to do with their lives.
Classified staff members are integral to the educational system. Their positions do not require a teaching credential. Now let's go to Lompoc and meet the North County Classified Employee winner. As the administrative assistant at La Honda STEAM Academy in the Lompoc Unified School District, Lisa Chavez performs her demanding and diverse work effortlessly. Her diligence and kind-heartedness makes working with her a pleasure. She interacts with students and staff with immense kindness and patiently listens to everyone as they share their successes or frustrations. Lisa steps up, willing to contribute to the mission of the school community anytime she's approached with something large or small. She's always positive and helpful and brings a smile to work each and every day. Lisa is a stellar employee and organizational team player. She is a supportive, friendly, caring school secretary who truly deserves so much for her amazing work.
My job entails many different aspects here in the office. I'm the main greeter. I love to meet the new parents and students who come in. I pride myself on knowing all the students' names. I know most of them. I work with the principal, very closely with the principal. I do various projects with her. I pick up the slack that's in the office. I love to have the kids come in and tell me stories, show me what they're learning. I like to help out. I like to have a nice, smooth running office. So I just try to be as most helpful as I can. I love working here. My main focus is to help the kids. I love to work with the teachers. Everyone is really great here at La Honda. The kids are excited when they learn a new project or a new STEAM experiment, and they come and share that with us. I love seeing things like that. That's what makes it so great to work here at La Honda STEAM Academy. My hopes for the students, I want them to become successful people in life. I want the best. I want them to become good citizens.
Now let's meet our South County Classified Employee winner. Eduardo Lara is the bilingual community liaison for San Marcos High School in the Santa Barbara Unified School District. He's a tremendous asset to the campus. He brings a huge heart and a passion for students and easily connects with them and their families. He has an incredible work ethic and is an extremely devoted team member. Eduardo's commitment and hard work is evident in the growing attendance at meetings for parents of students learning English. Where attendance was previously minimal, today it is a vibrant and growing parent group. His outreach and encouragement has created a nurturing environment for all. Eduardo is an ambassador of goodwill and positive energy to all who work and learn at the school. He is a true definition of a community hero.
Well, one of the things that I do the most is actually coordinating events for the Latino community, outreach the Latino community, and recruit parents to begin working with counselors with the school and helping out their kids to make sure that they make it all the way to college. And I work with different agencies that will provide support that will be through mentoring, through therapy. One of the things that I really enjoy is really helping out the students. One of the things that kind of makes me do this is because when I came to this country, I wanted to take classes, go to college. I really had a hard time getting the assistance or the help that I needed. I want to see these students holding a diploma. I want them to go all the way to university and then prove that they can do more than just earning a B or C. I want to make sure that they really believe in themselves and they can turn this, in any way they want to, and they can be leaders for the newcomers because we have a long, long way to go.
The final category for the Crystal Apple Educator Awards are for administrators. Now let's go to Orchid and meet the North County winner. As the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources for the Orchid Union School District, Don Nicholson knows firsthand that one of the greatest resources any district has is its people. His calm, supportive manner and his great sense of humor puts everyone at ease, allowing him to handle whatever situation might arise. Don is unconditionally committed to students and doing what is best for them. He guides others to calmly look at every scenario using the lens of what is best for the kids. Don's entire career in public education has been directed by his sense of professionalism, commitment, and willingness to go above and beyond what is required.
I started out as a bilingual teacher down in Rancho Cucamonga, California, where I was a teacher and then a vice principal and then a principal for 15 years there before moving here to the Central Coast, where I was a principal in San Luis Obispo for 15 years. And then 10 years ago I came here to Orchid. And it's just been a joy to be here from the very first day that I got here. So I'm a lucky man. I've been able to work in 3 wonderful districts with lots of wonderful people. My job every day from the first day I began was dealing with people. And I'm really honored that after all these years, I still have students and parents and other teachers and so forth that I'm in contact with. So I now have children who were my students 40 years ago are now becoming grandparents. So it's a very rewarding career. I don't think anything can ever compare to what the rewards we have in education. I think working in education, I get the constant satisfaction and self-fulfillment that I'm part of making the world a better place.
And finally, let's meet our South County Administrator. Sean Carey is the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education for the Santa Barbara Unified School District. Sean strongly believes in equity and is passionate about changing systems to provide access for all students. She inspires her staff through her honesty and willingness to deftly handle tough conversations. Sean believes there truly is a place for everyone and an opportunity for growth in the safe environment she creates. Sean is an incredibly effective listener, and because she listens, she's able to respond to the needs of others. She masterfully brings people together to discover what they have in common and challenges them to think bigger and perform better.
The best way to understand my current job is really that it's two-pronged. On the one hand, I help serve in an instructional leadership role. So with my counterpart, the Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, we oversee all things related to education services. But I also oversee the 8 secondary schools in our district, 4 junior highs and 4 high schools. I am actually from a family of educators, so the realm of education has always been something that I feel I have deep familiarity with and intimate knowledge of. I just found myself intrigued by the teacher education program at UCSB. It has an outstanding reputation, and the more I researched that, the more I realized that that really was a calling for me. Schools are really fun places. The energy that just exists on a school campus is something that is really unique and hard to describe to people who don't have that experience. So I think one of the things that has made me enjoy my career so much and has helped bring me success is that it's just very apparent that I genuinely derive joy from being at a school. The longer I spend in education and the more I have different roles in educational leadership, the more I come to value students' voice about what their opportunities should look like and how they can best be served. And so my hopes for the students of Santa Barbara Unified is that we can increasingly build capacity in the adults in the organization and in our systems so that students increasingly have a sense of agency about determining their own educational journeys and outcomes, and that we don't put any constraints on that.
I hope you've enjoyed meeting these outstanding educators from throughout Santa Barbara County who work tirelessly for all students in their schools. We thank Venico Inc. for their long tradition of support for our teachers, staff, and administrators. These Crystal Apple Educator winners certainly deserve the recognition for all they do for all students throughout the county. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I look forward to seeing you next time for more innovations in education.